Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to our National Training Week session. I'm Husnina and I am delighted to be your host for today's session. Today, we are honored to have our expert trainer, Mr. Keith, who will be sharing his valuable insights on Microsoft Excel regarding efficient data retrieval with XLOOKUP. During the session, please feel free to ask questions in the chat box below, as Mr. Keith will address all questions at the end of the session. As a reminder, please keep your microphones muted throughout the session to avoid any disruptions. So, without further ado, I will hand over the floor to Mr. Keith.
All right, thank you, Stina. All right, good morning, everyone. So if you can hear me clearly, can you just type number 1 in the chat box, right? Just want to make sure everyone can hear and can hear me clear. Okay, hi Fazila, Seyi, Razif, Chaying. Okay, great. Charmaine. All right. Okay, welcome to the session. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So today we'll have our XLOOKUP section. So for today, we're gonna have one file that I'm gonna share with you later on. Okay, so I'm going to show you what you're going to see first. Okay, so for now, we will get I'll get the host to share the file with you. Right, you can access it. You can access it in the chat box. All right, download the materials here. So you can click on the link and then make sure you download the file. Okay, it is a Google Drive. It is a Google Drive file, so you need to download it and open it in your Excel. All right, so once you have your Excel file ready, you can type number 2 in the chat box. Okay, once many of you are ready, then we can start the session. All right, so we have Sharamin Iskandar, okay, have downloaded the file, and make sure you open it in your Excel and you see the similar scene like me. Right, we have Fazila, Maylin. All right, just wait for a few more, then we can start the session. All right. Okay, so I believe by now, many of you have already downloaded the file and opened it in Excel. Okay, so what you are seeing right now on the screen, on the left side on the screen is actually the a sample data set. Okay, a very simple sample data set. And because this is a learning section, so we use a simple data set. Right, just let me turn off something. Yeah. Okay, great. So this symbol data set will be used for all the questions on the right side. Okay, there's an echo, so I'm just checking the sound system. Right, I believe it's good now. Okay. All right, so before we officially start the session, just want to briefly introduce myself. So my name is Keith, right? And then I'm also a Microsoft Office specialist, okay, for 365 apps. All right, so I've been delivering various Excel classes, okay, throughout the years. Okay, so before we dive into XLOOKUP, right? So anyone have not done your VLOOKUP before? Okay, if you have done your VLOOKUP before, you can type yes. If you've never done VLOOKUP also, you can type no. Right, I just want to know where your level is, right? Because XLOOKUP is another version. I mean, it's the advanced version of VLOOKUP, right? Okay, so we have a few yes, few no. Okay, so no worries, okay, because I'll be covering VLOOKUP as well. Okay, thank you for the information. Right. So I will be delivering the section through our demonstration on the right side. Okay, then you can look at the screen, you can look at the demonstrations, and then I will give you some time to go through it on your own laptop or on your own screen. Okay, right. So let's start. So on the left side, you can see that there are a few columns where they have the employee ID, the job title, full name, department, business unit, and the age. Right. So what we are doing right now is that on the right side, you can see question number one. Okay, question number one, it says that complete question number one with VLOOKUP. All right, so this is to give a bit of insights of to those who have never done VLOOKUP and also some refresher, okay, for those who already done it. All right, so if you look at question number 1A, okay, question number 1A is that given the full name, okay, we want to identify the department, okay, that he or she belongs to. Okay, so now we have the full name called Emily, okay, Emily Davis. So if you look at the left side, right, look at the left side, if you want to find Emily Davis, you can actually find it manually, okay, and then give the name, okay, you can give the name of Emily Davis and what is the department, right? So you can see that in this question, you can also drop down, okay, drop down all the names here, right? You can also drop down from all the names Adam down to the but now we are using Emily Davis as an example. So of course we do want to find manually, okay, what department Emily is in. So in this case, we're going to use VLOOKUP, right? So I'm going to just zoom in. Okay, so VLOOKUP stands for vertical. Okay, V is our vertical lookup, so they'll look column by column, they'll look for the answer for this. Okay, so you can see after you type the function equal to VLOOKUP, it will actually have the guideline, all right, which number one, they ask for the lookup value. So lookup value is what you are trying to look for. Okay, so you're trying to look for uh Davis, okay, Emily Davis. So you need to click Emily Davis, which it will give you the value of I6. All right, so Emily Davis, because you're trying to look for something for Emily Davis. Okay, second thing is the table array. Table array means that, okay, so now you want to find something for Emily Davis. So which table I can use, right? So you can go back to your data set, right? So whenever you actually use VLOOKUP, right, then we give you the name, all right? So now the name has to be the first column, okay? Has to be the first column, okay, of your VLOOKUP. So then the info you're trying to find out is the department. So what I am going to do is I'm going to highlight, okay, I'm going to highlight these two column. First column is the full name. Second column is the department. Okay, I believe this is enough, all right? Because we give them this table for them to find out the department based on the full name, right? So on the right side, you can see that now the table, okay, table, and then we have the full name and the department. Then next one is the column index number. Column index number means that, okay, now you are actually telling them, telling Excel that you can find the department, okay, with this table, okay, with this table. So now they're asking, so which column, okay, which column I can return the result? Okay, so first column is full name. Second column is the department, right? So which column you want the result? So you want the department, right? So department is in column number two. Okay, column number two. And then the last one, you need to give whether you want a true or false. All right, so in this case, we're going to do a false. Okay, because FOSS actually means exact match. Exact match means you want to find something exactly for Emily Davis. Okay, you will find something for Emily Davis exactly. So when you enter, right, you'll get IT department. Okay, let's look at the first one. Right, Emily Davis is in the IT department. Okay, so what if we change name here, right? We change to, let's say, the first one, Adam. Okay, of course, it will automatically change to sales. Okay, so let's check, let's cross-check Adam. Okay, so Adam is here, and now it is in the sales department. So means the formula is correct. All right, so this is what VLOOKUP can do. Okay, so same thing goes to question, this is actually question 1B. I think it's something mixed up there, right? Don't worry. So question 1B actually is given the full name, and then now they want the department and also business unit, right? So let's say again, Emily Davis. So same thing, we look up, right? Then lookup value is Emily Davis because looking something for this, okay, this person. Right, table array, and then now you're looking for department. Okay, department. So department, so you want to find full name and department. So again, you highlight this, right? Then the next one is the column index number. So the department is in column number 2. And then last one, it will be a false, right? It will be a false. So you get the same thing, department. But the question now is what about business unit? Okay, now they want to find for business unit. So again, same thing, we're going to have VLOOKUP, right? Then you're looking for the business unit for Emily Davis. Okay, so now the full name has to be the first column. Okay, full name has to be the first column. Then now they're looking for the business unit. Okay, so we can actually highlight the table from the full name to the business unit. It's just that now that we are telling them, okay, we want business unit. So business unit is actually now not column 2, but the third column, right? So column C is the first column, column D is the second column, and column E is the third column. So it will be the column, so it will be column 3 here. Okay, so column 3. And then lastly, also you're gonna have a false. Okay, then you enter. Then you should get research and development. Okay, so let's look at Emily Davis. So Emily Davis, yes, research development. Okay, now if I change the name to the first guy, Adam Dang. Okay, so sales, right? And then sales. Okay, Adam, sales, research and development. So it returned the correct results. Okay, so this is a little bit about the VLOOKUP, right? Okay, so let me see the question. Okay, yeah, because when I was presenting, I couldn't see the question, so now I'll come back to the chat box. Okay, excuse, Iskandar, right? Excuse me, sir, why I6, not C2? Okay, so because now you are looking for, okay, you're looking for this one, right? This one, the question 1A. Okay, question 1A, why we actually are taking I6, because we want to find something for this guy, okay, which is I6. Okay, I6, and then why I didn't take C2, because I can change the name here. Okay, I can change the name here, right? I can find for anyone. I can find the department for anyone. So we don't take from the data set. Okay, we take it from the question who you want to find the department for. That's why we take I6, not C2. Okay, and then Shamari say have recorded. We are actually recording this meeting. Yeah. All right, no worries, Iskandar. Okay, so just feel free to pump your question. Then we'll proceed to the next XLOOKUP, right? So VLOOKUP, okay, what is the difference between VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP, right? So as you realize, right, for VLOOKUP, when you are trying to find something for the name, right, full name, and when you are doing the VLOOKUP, the table that you're highlighting, right, the full name must be the first column. Okay, the full name must be the first column because they can only find department and business unit and also the age for you. Okay, they qualify these three for you because VLOOKUP, they look to the right side. Okay, you can see look to the right side, right? So if you're asking for, if you give the name, right? So if you give the name and ask them to find out the job title and employee ID for you, they cannot do it for you because VLOOKUP, they only look to the right side. They don't look at the left side. Okay, so there's a limitation of VLOOKUP here. So in this case, we need to use XLOOKUP. Okay, because XLOOKUP, they can look to the right, they can look to the left, right? So now let's see for question 2A, right? So 2A, we are using XLOOKUP. So given the full name, identify the department she belongs to. Okay, so just now we use VLOOKUP. Now let's try to use XLOOKUP. Okay, XLOOKUP, when you type XLOOKUP in the guideline, you see they want lookup value, lookup array, return array. Okay, so these three are compulsory because in the guideline, if you see the square bracket, right, the square bracket, then it is not compulsory. Okay, but later we'll cover how it works there. All right, so from now onwards, I will demonstrate. That will give you a bit of time to you to play around with your laptop. Right. So first thing first, lookup value. You also try and look for Emily Davis. Okay. Then the second thing is the lookup array. Lookup array means that where you can find this name. Okay, where you can find this name. So normally we'll just highlight. Okay, we'll just highlight the name. Okay, just highlight the name because we are telling Excel that you can find Emily Davis from this range. Okay, from this range. So this is where you can look up the name. Okay, then the third thing, okay, is the return array. So return array is what is the result? Okay, what is the result you're looking for? So now you're looking for the so this one should be the job title, right? So you want to find for the job title, right? So for the job title here, it's on this side. Okay, so you can highlight the job title. Okay, so these three things, then it should be enough for you to perform this formula. Okay, so let's enter, right? Then you can see Emily Davis is a senior manager. So let's check. Okay, Emily Davis is a senior manager. So what if I change? Okay, I change to Adam Dang. So Adam Dang, director. So is it correct? So Adam Dang is a director. So it is correct. Okay. So once again, why we need to use XLOOKUP? Because XLOOKUP, right? Given the full name here, because the job title is on the left side. Okay, if you use VLOOKUP, they cannot do it because VLOOKUP only looks something on the right side. Okay, if you want to look something left or right, okay, then you can use X lookup. Okay, so this question is a wrong one, but no problem. So we are trying to find out the job title. Okay, don't worry about it, about the question, right? What's important is that you can follow my instructions here, where you want to find out the job title of the guy. Okay, so let me see the question, Skandar. For table array, able to select individual column exposed to selecting full name, department, business unit. Do you mean that you want to just select one column? Is that your question? Individual column. What do you mean by individual column? select full name and business. You couldn't do that. I know what you mean here. You want to skip one column, is it? Okay, then you cannot do that because you need to, then it will not be a table already. Yeah, it cannot become a table, right? Yeah. Okay, so for the XLOOKUP, any questions? Okay, so I'll give a bit of time for you to explore. Okay, so to those who just enter, you can download the materials from the link. All right, so now next one, question 2B. Okay, question 2B. Okay, given the full name, now we want to look for the department and the business unit that should belongs to. So just now when we use VLOOKUP, all right, now we are trying to look for department and business unit, and then it is actually on the right side of the name. Okay, it's on the right side of the name. So by right, we can use VLOOKUP. Okay, by right, we can use VLOOKUP, but also we can use XLOOKUP for this, okay, even though it's on the right side. So it doesn't matter if it's the left or right, we can use it, okay, to search something on the left or on the right. Okay, if you want to do this, then you can just use the XLOOKUP. Okay, XLOOKUP, and then click on the Emily Davis. All right, okay. Then the next one is a lookup array. Same thing. They are asking where you can find Emily. Then you can just highlight. Okay, you can just highlight this column for them. Okay. Then next one is the return array. So return array means what is the result that you're looking for? So you're looking for department and business unit. Okay, you can see from this table, department and business unit, okay, they are actually side by side. Okay, they're actually side by side. So you can actually highlight these two column, okay, these two column together because they are side by side, and then the result you're looking for is also side by side. Okay, department and business unit. So with these three things, okay, and you enter, you should be able to get the department and the business unit. So in this case, you do not need to look up one by one because they are actually side by side. Then you can uh, highlight the column together for the return array. Okay, I will show it again here. All right. So are we good to proceed to the next question? If okay, you can just say okay, right, in the chat box. Just want to make sure that everyone can follow before we proceed to the next question. If you have any doubts, you can also ask in the chat box. All right, so I believe no question from the ground yet. Then we shall proceed to question number 3. Okay, so question number 3, we're looking at the yeah, so we have actually done the question 3A and 3B. Okay, for job title, they given the full name for the job title, right? So you can see on the left side the data set. Okay, the full name is here, and then if you want to look for the job title is on the left side. Okay, if you're the left side means you cannot use VLOOKUP. You can only use VLOOKUP when whatever you're trying to look for is on the right side. All right, so that's why we need to use the XLOOKUP. Right, so we can skip question 3A and 3B. Okay, now let's look at question 3C. So this one actually we also have done it just now. Given the full name, identified the EEID, which is the employee ID, and also the job title. Okay, so now we have the full name here, and then you want to find, okay, you want to find the EEID and job title. So the EID and the job title is on the left side. Okay, it's on the left side. That's why you need to use XLOOKUP. Okay, XLOOKUP, and then you can see both of them are actually side by side. Okay, side by side. So what you can do in question 3C, okay, you can use equal XLOOKUP. Okay, then you can click on Emily Davis. Okay, lookup array. Okay, lookup array is the name, okay, where you are trying to find for Emily Davis. Okay, so you can go back here and highlight this column. Okay, then the next one is the return array. So you are trying to return the employee ID and also the job title. So both of them are actually side by side here, okay, on this table. So you can highlight them together as a return array. Right, then you can enter and you should get the employee ID and job title. Okay, this is for question 3C. All right, everyone got it? Okay, so let's just give a bit of time, okay, for those who are still completing 3C. Okay, so question for Skanda, got it. Question, if using XLOOKUP, but the return array is not side by side, able to select individual column. Okay, so this is where we come to question 3D, right? Question 3D, Okay, let's see if I actually understand the question. So you're asking for, let's say question 3D, there's a full name, and then now they want to find for the job title and also the department. All right, job title and department. So if you look at the data set here, okay, we have the full name in column C. So job title is on the left, right? Then the department is on the right, okay? And then they are not side by side, okay? So they are not side by side. So they are both, okay? They are both split. So in this case, we cannot, okay? We cannot highlight them together, okay? We cannot highlight them together. So in this case, we need to do it separately, right? So XLOOKUP. Then here we have the I42, okay? Lookup array, which means we're going to find the name again. So this is the range, right? Then here, after you have the full name range to find out for Emily, then return for job title, right? So you have to go back to your data set and highlight the column for job title. Okay, then you enter, right? Then you need to repeat the same step, okay, for department. Okay, but for department, right? Department is actually on the right side, okay, on the right side of the full name. So you can use VLOOKUP or you can use XLOOKUP. Okay, for me, I will still stick to XLOOKUP, right? The name, okay, lookup array, and then return array is my department. Okay, so when I change the name, it should change accordingly as well. All right, so now we allowed some time, okay, for you to try it out and then to see if you have any questions. All right, so I believe there's no question yet. All right, so then we can proceed to the question number 4. Okay, question number 4, we want to also find out the uh, employee ID and the job title, but now it's for Adam Wong. Okay, so let's try. So employee ID and the job title, you can look at the data set, employee ID and job title, they are actually side by side. Okay, side by side. So let's use XLOOKUP. Okay, XLOOKUP. So lookup value is 06. Okay, lookup array, you can find out the name from column C. Okay, then return array is the employee ID and job title. Okay, so since they are side by side, I can highlight them together. Right, so three things enough. And when you enter, okay, okay, so now it gives us an NA. Okay, so this is an error. Okay, NA error. So what is NA error? Is not available. Okay, meaning to say they cannot find the employee ID and the job title for this guy. Okay, Adam Wong. So why? Because if you look at the name here and if you check properly, thoroughly, there is no Adam Wong in this dataset. Okay, there's no Adam Wong in this dataset. That's why we will see the error message here called NA. But then if you think, oh, this error message, it doesn't look good, right? Doesn't look nice, and you want to customize the error message, you can do so. Okay, so that's why I said the guideline it's very long because there are many options. Okay, so after you type the first three, which is the lookup value, lookup array, return array. The fourth one is that if not found. So if not found, meaning to say, so what you want to return. Okay, what you want to return if you cannot find this name. Okay, so in this case, let's say you do want to say NA, right? It doesn't look nice. You want to say something like not in the list, okay, or you want to put up some even more details error message, right? Not in the list, then you can enter. Okay, then instead of giving you the NA, it will give you not in the list, right? So this is where you can customize your error message. Okay, I will show you here. Then you may try that out. Okay. Right. So let's proceed to question 4B. Actually, question 4B is the same thing, right? But then just that now the job title and the department are not side by side. So you need to do it separately. Okay, you need to do it separately. And the reason we put out here we put the not in the list, okay, is that whenever we cannot find the the result. Okay, there's no result because there's no guy, this guy called Adam Wong, right? So just want to prevent the Excel giving us error message. Instead, you customize the error message, okay, for you to know, for people to actually know what happened. Okay, instead of saying just NA, okay, you can just say not on the list or however you want to customize the message. So you want to make it more complete, right? So question 4B is actually just the same thing, you need to do it separately. So we are not going to uh, repeat for question 4B. So now let's look at question 5. Okay, question 5 here, we can use the wildcard. Okay, so what is a wildcard? So let's look at the question, right? 5A. So give the full name, okay, So to give the full name and department of the staff whose name start with the given characters. Okay, what are the characters given here is that we want to find out that the first one, okay, the name that starts from A, okay, the name that starts from A. So we're going to find out the full name and the department. Okay, so here we're going to find XLOOKUP. Okay, lookup value. Okay, so for lookup value here, okay, for lookup value, it's no longer just you're going to find A. Okay, you're trying to find out, you want to try to find out a name, okay, that starts from A. All right, so you're going to put a double quotation, then you're going to put A, right? And then you need to put a star, okay, a star, because star means a wild card, okay? Those who play a poker card is like a joker, you know, it can be anything, right? And unlimited characters, it can be anything A, then maybe Adam, Along, okay, Azza Ali, Ali, Abu, okay, so it can just be A and then you know star. All right, so lookup array is where you want to find, okay, where you want to find this something that start from A. So in the start, you want to find in the name column. Okay, I found it in name column. Okay, return array. So you want to return the full name and the department. So full name and the department. Okay, because you want to find the full department. So again, you can highlight the full name and the department together because they are side by side, right? And then if not found, so let's make it more complete, right? If not found. So let's say not found means let's say just the not found lah. Okay, not found. Right. Then now I will introduce you to the next. Okay, next argument, which is the match mode. Okay, so here you have 0, -1, 1, and 2. So if you use a wildcard like a star, right, you need to put a number 2. Okay, then you close it. If you don't put this number 2, then it will not recognize the star as a wildcard, right? So when you enter, so it will get the first one, which is Austin Wo from Finance Department. Okay, so for first one is the Finance Department. So this is where you can use a wildcard to find out something for you. Okay, so most importantly, you need to put out double quotation. Okay, start with A, then end with the star. A star means anything. Okay, in any number of characters. Last but not least, you need to put a number 2 as a match mode. Okay, means this means to say that you want to find out using the wildcard. If you don't put a number 2, then it will not give you any results. It will give you an error message. Okay, so I will put in here again. Right. This is to start from A. Okay, there with a star. Then at the back, just put number 2 as a wildcard match mode. Right. This is for the first question, 5A. Then what about question 5B? Okay, question 5B is actually they want to start, they want to have the name, full name and department of staff whose name has given characters in between. So just now you want to start from A. Now, in between the name, okay, you want to have LA in between. Okay, LA in between. So same thing, you're gonna have the XLOOKUP, right? So we do want to find just exactly LA. We want to have anything that's LA. So you can have double quotation, then a star. Star means you want to start with anything. Okay. I do not bother. Okay. What you start with, a star represent anything, any number of characters, but in between is LA. So and then also end with a star. Okay. So anything between. Okay. So there's LA in between. Start with star, end with the star. Okay, so lookup array. So where can I find this? Okay, where can I find this? Something that starts with a star. Okay, and in between there's LA and end with the star, right? So we can find out from the full name. Okay, so you're asking them to find from here. Okay, this range. Okay, then the return array. Return array is the full name and department. So same thing, full name and department. Okay, full name and department. Side by side, you can highlight them together. Okay, next, the if not found. Okay, if not found, then you say not found. Last but not least, the match mode. So you can need to put number 2 because the wildcard character match. Then close it. All right, so let's see if there's anything, any name that we have LA in between. Yes, so there's one called Camilla Rogers. Right. So last but not least, we're going to find out the full name department of staff whose name to end with the given characters. So just how we start with A, we want something between LA in between. Then now we want to end with AN. Okay, so I want to see there's there anyone A as lookup. So you can put AN, but to end with AN, right? So anything in front, we don't care, right? You can put a star. So AN to finish. Okay, lookup array is going to find out from the name here. Then the lookup array. Okay, what do I know? So just let me check one more time. Okay, lookup array. So here, full name. Okay, return array is the full name and department. So full name and department. We highlight again. Okay, so if not found, I'll just put not found. And then put number 2, okay, for the wildcard match. Then you can enter. Okay, so we have a name that end with the AN, which is Jordan. Okay, Jordan will end with the name end with the AN characters, and he's from the IT department. It will always give only the first one in the list. Okay, so the answer is yes. All right, you only give the first one the list, right? So actually, this is a good question. The answer is it will only give you one answer. Okay, if you only give you one answer, right? But then is it always the first one? This depends on how you want the Excel, okay, to look for the data. You want to start from the top or you want to start from the bottom? So normally by default, it will start from the top. Okay. Then how are we going to ask Excel to actually start from the bottom? Okay, start from bottom mean to say that we don't want them to start from the first name. Okay, we want them to start from the last name. Okay, so in this case, let's look at the first question again. The start from character A, right? Okay. So just now you look at question 5A, the answer is Austin Rowe. Okay, if I do it again, right, XLOOKUP, then I want to start with A, right? A, and with anything. Okay, lookup array, then we have to get it from the full name here. Okay, full name, right. Then the return array is your full name and department. So full name and department, right? So if not found, I'm going to say not found, right? Match mode, I'm going to put number 2 and comma, we have the last argument, okay, the last one. You can see there's option search first to last or search last to first. Okay, if you want by default, right, it will be from first to last. If you want to change, right, then you can just put -1. Okay, -1, then they will start from the bottom to the top. Then you can see when I enter, it will give me Adam Dang instead. Okay, because now they search from the last. So you can see the data set here. If they search from last, then Adam Dang is the first name that start from A. Okay, so if you want to have more name, okay, if you want to have more name, then XLOOKUP will not be a good choice. If you want more name, then you can use the function called filter. Okay, you can use the function called filter, right? So you can try to get this lesson, okay, maybe from any online video called function called filter. Okay, so actually question 6, the last question is where I want to explain, okay, about searching from the top to bottom or bottom to the top, right? But I already took some opportunity to explain using the Austin, the example Austin and Adam. Okay, so we are not going there anymore. So I just want to wrap up a little bit, okay, about the XLOOKUP, right? So just as a very simple wrap up here. Okay, so let's say just now we use a full name here as the column that we want to find the name, the result, right? So you can only use VLOOKUP if anything you look for is on the right side, which means department, business unit, or age. All right, but if anything that you want to look for is on the left side, for example, ID and job title, then you need to use XLOOKUP. Okay, so second question, can I also use XLOOKUP no matter what I look for is on the left or on the right? Okay, answer is yes. Right, so XLOOKUP is usable for any case, whether it's left or right. Okay, so last but not least, if the result you're looking for, the column are side by side like this, okay, you can highlight them together as your return array. So you do not need to highlight or you do not need to return one by one. okay, you can return it as together because they are side by side. Okay, and then we can also use some wildcard, okay, to find out the results. So I believe that is just a little bit of my sharing today, okay, about how to use XLOOKUP, okay, to retrieve the data. So I hope you learned a little bit something new, okay, today. And thank you so much for your time today. And I wish you all the best and happy Deepavali for those who celebrate. Happy holidays for those, okay, who have the public holiday tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, see you again in the future. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Mr. Keith, for the excellent presentation on Microsoft Excel, efficient data retrieval with XLOOKUP. So as it appears that there are no further questions, we will be ending this session soon. We would like to thank all participants for their attention. So before concluding, regarding your certificates, we are pleased to inform all participants that your attendance has been successfully recorded. So your course status will be updated to completed after this session. You will also receive your e-certificate through the NTW portal upon successful completion of the TEE assessment, and the certificate can be generated from the applied course section of your individual profile. As for the video recording of this session, it will be available on YouTube channel Excel Academy Malaysia by Friday. So now, before we end the session, we are excited to share our year-end promo, which is where you register 5 participants, but you only have to pay for 3. So it means that if you register 3 participants, you'll get 2 additional seats for free. This promo is all HRD Corp claimable, and is also a great opportunity to develop your skills before the year end. As for our upcoming training session, we have a few of them coming up. Some of the sessions are already confirmed, so we encourage you to register for this process as they are confirmed to proceed as scheduled. So for the first one is on Microsoft training, which is Microsoft Excel, Data Analytics and Visualization Tools, which is conducted by Mr. Keith himself. The second one is Microsoft Excel Basic Level, which is a confirmed training. Another confirmed trainings are Microsoft Excel Intermediate and Advanced Level, Microsoft Power BI, Data Analysis and Dashboard Reporting. We also have AI tools training, which is introduction to AI tools in enhancing office productivity. Also ChatGPT and AI tools for content creation and marketing, which is another confirmed training. Also have CapCut for video marketing training and also Canva Design Bootcamp. Also have digital marketing training, which is Digital Marketing Masterclass and Digital Marketing Professional. And lastly, for digital marketing training, we have social media marketing and also SEO and SEM. So in case if you are interested in enrolling in one of these courses, feel free to contact us. Lastly, thank you all for your participation and all. Please have a great day and a great holiday as well. Thank you, everyone.